The process of developing a successful segmentation plan begins with collecting contextual identities, which involves understanding the various elements and entities within the network environment. Following this, examining traffic traversal helps organizations understand how data moves and identify critical points where segmentation can be most effective. Understanding the technological environment is also crucial, as it allows for choosing the appropriate tools and technologies for implementation. Creating a segmentation plan involves structuring this information to guide the organization along the segmentation path effectively. The deployment structure is a critical component, providing a framework for operationalizing segmentation across various layers of the network. Identifying the drivers for pursuing a zero-trust architecture is crucial for setting the direction of the initiative. It is important to clearly define problem statements that articulate why zero trust is necessary. These problem statements guide the overall strategy and help in gaining organizational buy-in, as they underscore the importance of changing the way business is conducted. Organizational buy-in is essential. Without it, political challenges may impede progress or cause analysis paralysis. It is important to ensure that all levels and teams within the organization are aligned with the goals and objectives to overcome these challenges. Organizations need to evaluate the capabilities already present to avoid reworking existing solutions unnecessarily. This evaluation should prioritize solutions and determine whether existing strategies align with zero trust goals. Envisioning what the future state of zero trust looks like involves considering how segmentation will be deployed over time. This process includes planning for necessary additions in control measures and identifying where enforcement mechanisms will be applied. These considerations ensure that the segmentation and zero trust measures evolve in a structured manner, leading to a more secure environment. The exploration and analysis of data for segmentation can be daunting, as there is often a vast amount of information to consider. To manage this, organizations should approach the implementation in phases, focusing on building a solid architectural foundation. This foundation involves validating policies that align with organizational goals and establishing identities to clarify which entities exist on the network. Incorporating elements like vulnerability management helps determine access needs and assesses potential risks, providing a coherent structure for segmentation activities. Network segmentation plays a foundational role in the zero trust architecture, and achieving effective segmentation requires identifying and classifying users, endpoints, and workloads accurately. This classification helps in structuring the interactions necessary for successful enforcement of segmentation policies. To ensure success, focus on defining what segmentation means to the organization, whether based on objectives or data derived from analysis. An understanding of business operations and regulatory requirements can aid in mitigating risks through careful planning and execution. Establishing successful segmentation strategies lays the groundwork for enhanced security and operational efficiency. Defining clear objectives begins with understanding the business drivers that necessitate segmentation. These drivers often help dictate the level of segmentation needed and assist in grouping devices or components based on their segmentation needs. It is essential to consider both business and technical perspectives when defining segmentation requirements. Understanding typical drivers such as risk assessments, regulatory compliance, threat mapping, data protection, and the desire to reduce attack surfaces provides the foundational insights necessary for constructing an effective segmentation strategy aligned with organizational objectives. Risk assessments are vital tools for understanding the security posture and identifying potential areas for improvement within a network. Regulatory standards, such as the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, CMMC, or PCI compliance, provide the frameworks for conducting these assessments. A thorough gap analysis can reveal areas where policies may need to be updated, visibility improved, or access controls strengthened. These findings should directly inform the goals for implementing Zero Trust, ensuring that compliance and security are fully integrated into organizational strategies. Threat mapping helps organizations understand various threats, such as malware or phishing attacks, and their impact on critical systems. It is integral in driving the implementation of Zero Trust principles, providing a clearer picture of potential risks. Data protection, a core focus of Zero Trust, involves ensuring that data confidentiality, integrity, and availability are maintained at all times. Protecting data, whether at rest or in motion, involves understanding who accesses the data and guaranteeing that the access is both authorized and accurate, which is vital for compliance and safeguarding sensitive information. Reducing attack surfaces is a principal objective of Zero Trust, achieved through adherence to its pillars, such as policy and governance, identity, and vulnerability management. Designing a segmentation strategy effectively involves choosing between top-down or bottom-up approaches. The top-down strategy views segmentation broadly, aligning with business goals and priorities. Conversely, the bottom-up approach focuses on traffic collection and analysis, emphasizing existing patterns to guide segmentation planning. The chosen methodology should align with organizational needs and support the overarching Zero Trust objectives. Implementing the segmentation design requires careful consideration of the methods and approaches suitable for the organization. Deployment can be based on site types, leading to a plan that accommodates distinct site characteristics or based on endpoint categories, favoring a more device-centric approach. Each approach offers its advantages. Site-based planning allows leveraging lessons from one site application to another, while endpoint-focused plans streamline deployment across similar categories of devices. These strategies help tailor the segmentation model to fit the unique structure and requirements of the organization, ensuring alignment with business and security objectives while effectively managing risk.
The Policy Decision Matrix is a strategic tool used to map out potential interactions and enforce communication controls between different enclaves or zones within an organization's network. This matrix helps in the implementation of a Zero Trust architecture by specifying which zones can communicate with one another and under what conditions. In the matrix, each row represents an originating zone, from enterprise, facilities, through to business services. Each column represents a destination zone. The intersections marked with Y indicate permitted interactions, whereas those marked with N are not allowed. This granular control ensures that only legitimate and validated traffic is allowed to flow between specific parts of the network, which enhances security and reduces the risk of internal threats and data breaches. For instance, the matrix specifies that interactions from the corporate endpoint within the enterprise enclave to public cloud services are permitted, aligning with the need for these corporate endpoints to access cloud-based resources securely. Conversely, interactions from physical security within the facility's enclave to end-user services in the common services are denied, reflecting a stringent separation that minimizes potential security risks from less secured, non-corporate controlled interfaces. Understanding and applying this matrix within an organization supports a thorough and informed segmentation strategy. This approach not only secures the network against unauthorized access, but also optimizes network performance by limiting the scope of communication to necessary and secure endpoints. As the network landscape evolves, the matrix can be revisited and adjusted to accommodate new services or changes in business processes, maintaining a robust security posture throughout the organization's digital transformations.